Hi everyone, Roshni here. In this video, I want to introduce the concept of Naikan. Naikan is a Japanese word that means looking inside or seeing yourself with the mind's eye. It's a structured tool for self-reflection that helps us to understand ourselves and our relationships. So often we get caught up or stuck in seeing only one side of a particular situation without really considering the fuller picture of what's going on. And Naikan helps us with that. So check out this video till the very end for an understanding of how reflecting on 3 simple questions, the basis of Naikan, can help you see yourself more clearly in the wider context of the world. Naikan was developed in Japan back in the 1940s, and Nai means inside, Kan means observation. So there are many forms of Naikan practice, but they all focus on these 3 simple questions. Number 1, what have I received from a particular person or situation or object? Number 2, what have I given to this person, object, or situation? And what troubles and difficulties have I caused? X person, object, situation. People use these 3 questions to find their own answers, to go within in order to develop a 360-degree view on a specific relationship in their lives. In a formal Naikan session, a guide comes over and listens to the participant, allows them to put into words what they've been discovering through these 3 questions. And there are Naikan centers in Japan and in countries around the world where Naikan sessions are used for counseling, for rehabilitation, for treatment, and even to facilitate relationships in business or in schools. But Naikan doesn't have to be so formal or even so involved. It can actually be a really helpful tool for journaling prompts, or a way to focus a meditation or reflection practice to see many more aspects of a situation or a relationship. You can do Naikan on any relationship. It could be a family member, friends, coworkers, pets, even on objects that you own or on a given situation. You can do Naikan on your job, on your home. But it's best if you focus in on one specific aspect of a relationship or focus on a set time frame or event so that this doesn't get too overwhelming. So if you were to attempt to do Naikan, reflect on your child, for example, or your business partner or your spouse, it might be too complex. It might just be a little bit too overwhelming to do a reflection and actually know where and how to start and where to end. So in such a case, you might want to do a Naikan practice just on one aspect of a relationship or on one set period of time. So for example, you could use the 3 questions in relation to your experiences with your child over the past 24 hours to keep it focused, keep it limited. Another approach for Naikan is not to focus too much on a specific person or object, but rather just to think about these 3 questions in relation to your day. So making it a daily practice. For example, the first question, what have I received from a particular person? Helps us realize that we've been supported by many, many more people than we probably took note of, and that we might be taking certain things or acts for granted. If you're doing Naikan in relation to your day, for example, you might reflect on how you were helped by other people, even in small ways during that day. And you start to recognize all the small gestures that others did in service to you over the course of the day. People helping you with small tasks, giving you directions on the street, making you laugh, or collaborating with you on some kind of project, whether big or small. Naikan practice helps us to realize how we've been supported, how we've been cared for in all kinds of ways that are so easy to just gloss over or maybe ignore. And the second 2 questions, what have I given to a particular person or situation? And what troubles or difficulties have I caused this person, object, whatever you're focused on? These questions challenge our tendency towards entitlement. They broaden our view of reality. Too often we focus on what troubles or difficulties others are causing us, or we dwell on how much we are doing or contributing to a relationship or situation. We think we're doing all the work, and we are not really fully considering maybe how our actions might be perceived by others. And so this allows us to take a broader view instead of just seeing things from our own individual perspective, what we're doing, what we're giving, what sacrifices we're making. We zoom out. We try to appreciate the same situations, the same experiences, the same relationships, but through a much wider perspective. We take in all these hidden aspects of a situation or a relationship that maybe we've been ignoring or neglecting or just not really thinking about. Maybe we were late to a meeting. We didn't really fully listen to what someone was telling us, or we were in such a hurry that we didn't complete a task on time. And these little things might not have meant much to us at the time, but we might not have fully considered how maybe these small actions could have inconvenienced those around us because they weren't a big deal to us, or because they seemed like a less big deal in the context of whatever you're reflecting on. So these small difficulties, slights, troubles that maybe you've caused others could have fallen out of your awareness. And Naikan allows us to sort of take in that fuller picture and recognize, hey, wait a minute, actually this also happened. And maybe things weren't quite as one-sided as I saw them before. So this allows us to consider whether we've been fully giving as much as we feel like maybe we have. And Naikan allows us to see how all the pieces fit together in a given relationship or in a given time frame or situation or object, and helps us recognize that our actions or our failure to act in some cases might have inconvenienced or hurt others. So again, these questions and Naikan reflection practice can be incorporated into your life in really simple ways. The 3 questions make excellent journaling prompts, just sitting down for 20, 30 minutes to consider what you've received from and given to a particular person or object that day, what troubles or difficulties you've caused. And also the questions can simply become a subject of a reflection session at night or whenever you have a few moments to just look back over your day or examine a relationship, where each question that you turn over in your mind might allow you to make a mental list or a physical list of whatever comes up for you. But either way, Naikan presents us a way to zoom out of our often limited perspective and to consider the bigger picture with greater awareness, gratitude, appreciation for how the experiences of others might not exactly match the way that we initially saw things. If you found this video helpful, please give it a like and subscribe to Expeditionary Mindset for more food for thought to level up your personal and professional reinvention journey. So that's Naikan in a nutshell, and I look forward to seeing you next time. Cheers.